I'm very happy with how this particular program turned out. The genesis for it was that we had the great good fortune to be able to have Colin Currie visiting us. He is the preeminent percussionist in the world right now. And we commissioned a new piece from a former Young Composers Project composer, Freya Waley-Cohen, and she wanted to write a piece for 4 percussionists. So I constructed this program, which is really quite symmetrical. Both halves start with a piece for the 4 percussionists, and both halves end with an important and profound piece to balance out the program. So we start with a piece by Steve Reich for 2 marimbas and 2 vibraphones. This is a real great example of minimalism by one of the founding fathers of that movement. And it's a mesmerizing piece of about 8 or 9 minutes. Following that, we have the Druckman string trio called Serenade. This is for violin, viola, and cello. It is one of the most exciting and propulsive pieces that I know of for this combination. The first movement is dramatic, impactful. My favorite is the scherzo, which is fiendishly difficult and kind of perpetual motion for all 3 instruments playing really as breakneck speed and quite precipitous. Following intermission, we have the new piece by Freya for, again, the 4 percussionists that we have on the program. And one of the most interesting things about this is that percussion is never to be thought of as drums. There are so many different instruments that can be played as percussion, and composers tend to find new ones every day. In this case, Freya is bringing to us a set of tuned teacups, which make up part of the sound of this piece. Very intriguing. This is a piece that was written in a particular circumstance. Brahms had lost his mother, and the summer following that, he spent writing this piece, which in some ways is a reflection of how one would be feeling at that time, and in some ways transcends all of that. Most interesting is the first movement, which instead of being a kind of drama-filled, emphatic statement, is quite melodic, almost melancholy, I would say, very soft. And he balances this in using 4 movements that go back and forth from slow to fast to slow to fast. The slow movement, the third movement of this piece, is one of the most beautiful pieces of music imaginable. And the last movement is the one that most employs the horn as we would imagine it, with a kind of, I don't want to call it hunting horn, but definitely horn calls that you would recognize. Very exciting, amazing, and a very important piece.